Hi guys, welcome. I was going to say welcome for joining me again. Maybe I need a little bit more coffee. This book is Dealing with Feeling, Use Your Emotions to Get the Life You Want by Marc Brackett. So this one is a nonfiction. And it says, its little tagline is proven strategies, profound results. So emotional regulation and emotional intelligence are two of the most important skills for a happy, successful life. In Marc Brackett's latest book, he makes the point that these skills are the cornerstones of our lives, key to career, friendship, love, etc. And yet, these are not skills that are often talked about at home or in schools. Rather, we pick them up via the osmosis of socialization within our family, and so we are only as good at this as the people who raised us were. In this book, we learn the impacts of our ways of dealing with our feelings and better ways that we can approach them. Marc Brackett is the author of Permission to Feel and is director of the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence and a professor at the Yale Child Study Center. He's the lead developer of Ruler, and that's an approach to social and emotional learning, which has been adopted in more than 5,000 schools globally. He writes in a way that makes the academic very easy to read and accessible, which I always love, which feels like a really good thing, especially in a book about a subject like this one. He mostly shares with us from his research, but at times he shares small things about his own life and experience, and I ended up finding myself really liking him. The book is a smooth read, the information logically organized into nice little chapters, as books often have chapters. I suppose that's not terribly novel, but the early sections of the book explain concepts and research, and then the back sections, or the final sections, give practical steps and processes anyone can use and advice on the best times and ways to use them. So you can pick what works for the situation, and you'll have like a plethora of skills to kind of adapt. So the book is very informative and also practical. The author makes the very valid point that since COVID times, we now have a great social division and a constant news cycle and a world undergoing a lot of changes and upheaval, causing everyone to be pretty worried and stressed all the time. In this environment, our ability to regulate our emotions is becoming vital. If you're already fairly emotional intelligent, you might find parts of this book interesting and learn some added ways to handle situations that arise, which is always handy. Or perhaps learn how to be a more supportive person for those around you. If you feel like you could learn more or are looking for ways to handle your emotions and stress, then this book will be especially rewarding. It's an enjoyable and insightful read. I think this book could be for anyone. It's very accessible. I think I've said that a couple of times. Though it may be a little dense for like a teenage reader, for example. It's better for a more adult reader for that reason. But I think we could all learn something here, no matter where you are on your emotional regulation journey. And yeah, that's Dealing with Feeling. Thank you to Celadon for the ARC of this one for review. And let me know what you think. Do you feel like your emotional regulation is something that all of us could always continue to learn and grow? Or do you feel like in your house of origin that you weren't really taught emotional regulation skills? I'd be really interested to hear what you think. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.